Hello, second grade. Today in math, you're going to learn how to subtract 3-digit numbers and money amounts. You'll also learn how to estimate to see if your answer is reasonable. So, we are going to pretend that I have 682 pennies in a bag. And I want to give, Grace 263 pennies. Okay? So, how many pennies do you think I'm going to have left? I want you to give yourself a little estimate right now. Make a guess in your head. How many pennies you think we will have left? Okay, so think about your estimate. And now we are going to find the actual answer. Okay, so what are we going to subtract first? Are we going to go over here to the hundreds column and subtract that? No, we are not. We need to start in the penny column, the ones column. Okay, so can we subtract 3 pennies from 2 pennies? Can we subtract a bigger number from a smaller number? No, we cannot. So I need to cross out that 8, make it a 7, and then I need to put a 1 by my 2 to make it a 12 because we just traded a dime for 10 pennies and we need to add those 10 pennies to the ones column. Okay, so 12 minus 3 is 9. 7 minus 6 is 1. And 6 minus 2 is 4. Okay, so I will have 419 pennies left after I give 263 pennies to Grace. Was your estimate or your guess close? Okay, how are we going to write 419 using a dollar sign? How are we going to do that? Remember, I need to start off with a dollar sign for decimal point 19. $4.19 also equals 419 pennies. Okay, and we can do the same with 682 and 263 by adding a dollar sign and a decimal point, and a dollar sign and a decimal point. Okay, so we are going to do a few of these together. So I need you to get a scrap piece of paper out and a pencil, and you are going to do these along with me. Okay, so I'll give you a few seconds to get those two things together while I erase the board. Okay, our first one, and you are going to write this down with me, 781 pennies. I have 781 pennies, and I want to give 149 pennies to Corley. Okay, so go ahead and write that on your scrap piece of paper. And you can go ahead and write your estimate or your guess on your paper of what you think what I'm going to have left after I give 149 pennies to Corley. You can go ahead and write that estimate on your paper. And then you can go ahead and write this so we can find the actual answer. I'll give you a few seconds to write these things on your piece of paper. All right, can I take 9 pennies away from 1 penny? No, I can't. So I need to cross out my 8 and put a 7, and then I'm going to add those 10 pennies to my 1 to make 11 pennies. 11 minus 9 is 2. 7 minus 4 is 3. And 7 minus 1 is 6. I'm going to put a P over here. So I would have 632 pennies left after giving 149 pennies to Coralie. All right. So how can we write 632 using a dollar sign and a decimal point? The first thing that we do is we write our dollar sign. Then we write our 6, decimal point, 32. So $6.32 also equals 632 pennies. Okay. What is a way that we can check our answer? What's the opposite of subtraction? Addition. So if we wanted to check our answer, we could add 632 plus 149 to see if we get 781. Okay, let's do that right now.